Well, hello everyone. This is Robin Carter, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator out of Flower Mound, Texas. And today, my January 2024 paper pumpkin finally arrived. And the name of this kit is Lovely Lavender. So before we begin, let me welcome back those of you who have subscribed to my channel. Thank you so much for coming back. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. And I would really appreciate if you would hit the subscribe button below because I will be making alternatives using the materials for this kit. I usually have at least 3 and sometimes 4 alternative videos making cards with the kit components of this kit. So let's get started. The only thing I have done is taken off the shrink wrap, and I have my mailing label here. So let's open up our goodies. Okay, we have our stamp set. Now they did announce that for 2024, they were not going to print the images on this sheet any longer, but they said they would include an insert. So let's wait and see what we get. The ink spot is Gorgeous Grape. And then here's our goodies. Now, the best way I know to get these out is just to turn it over. And then I'll just throw the box on the floor for the meantime. All right, here are our goodies we've been waiting to get to. Now, before I open the goodies, I'm going to do what I tell everyone to do, and that's you want to test your stamps. Because Stampin' Up! Can only guarantee these stamps for up to 90 days. So you want to make sure yours are not defective. If you may not have time to work on this kit, but always test your stamps first. So I just take off the little flimsy plastic, and I have a full-size ink pad here just for convenience. It's gray granite, and I'm going to ink up the stamps. Get them good and inky. And then I'm just going to press it on the back of this label. So this is not our smooth stamping paper. So it's not probably going to be the greatest image, but you just want to make sure you can read all your words and that your stamps are etched in well. I have had some defective ones before, so don't assume it's going to be right. Okay, these look good. So I'm just going to spray these with water. My chamois is soaking, so to clean this, I'm just going to spray it. And then I have a Stampin' scrub under here somewhere. Well, here's my old one. I have a new one too. Just going to clean these stamps real quick so I don't get ink everywhere. Okay, so my stamps are good, and the stamps say, just a little something for you, the love, happy Valentine's Day, and here's a with, I guess that's supposed to be with love, and then our branch of, I guess what's supposed to be lavender. So, now I have here to the side what I like to get together before I do my unboxing are some of my favorite things. So this is a, excuse my cough, everyone. I'm still recovering from my cold, and I get a tickle in my throat, and the talking seems to really bring it on. But anyway, I want to get this video out to you. This is a 7 by almost 10 sleeve, and it'll hold all the kit components for the paper pumpkin. I store pre-scored and cut card bases in them. They'll hold Memories and More card bases and etc. So I like to get these out. Now this one's 5 by 7, and it'll hold our goodies. Now, by the way, if you do not have a demonstrator, I would appreciate your paper pumpkin subscription through me. All of my paper pumpkin subscribers receive a little sleeve to store their stamps in. And you can see here I have my December ones. And they also will get a 1-inch square of the cardstock for the ink spot, because I do recommend you store these upside down. That way your ink is always on top. And by including the coordinating color, you can write the name of it, and you'll know what color ink spot that is while it's stored upside down. Also this month, speaking of the love stamp, so this year, Stampin' Up! Each quarter, they're going to have a set of add-on dies for Paper Pumpkin, which I think is great. And so here are the dies for this quarter. And the item number for this is 164396. They are $12 US merchandise plus tax and shipping. And here are the dies. So this love coordinates perfectly with that stamp, or you can just die cut it out of colored cardstock, which would probably be the easiest. And then this is going to coordinate with February and this with March. But they also include this nice stitched label die. And I have some of those pre-cut in this little plastic thing that they store them in. Okay, and so I love the stitching that's on that die. So I hope to incorporate this in some of my alternative cards as well. All right, so that's the add-on dies for the quarter. Also, this kit coordinates with a stamp set in the new mini catalog. So I can now open this up for you and show you the set. It's called Perennial Lavender. Excuse me, might have hit my camera there. And it has designer series paper, a stamp set, and dies. Here they are right here. And the bundle number is here, 162597. There is a whole suite, but this is what they call a super suite, I think. So it would include both sets, these butterflies and these nice purple gems. I have those as well. Sorry I didn't pull those out for you. But it's on this page, and then you can get a closer look at all the images on this page. And so I think they did a beautiful job with some samples here. But this is the painted lavender. So, and just because it is the start of celebration, I want to say that if one of those products interests you, you can also pick, I'm going to get through this, I promise, an item out of the celebration brochure. So with each merchandise total of minimum of $50, you can choose a $50 item, but there are also $100 items. And one of my favorite $100 items is this one right here. It's called Softly Sophisticated. And I did use this embossing folder in my last alternative, so be sure and check those out if you missed my December alternatives. I made a total of 42 cards with that kit. So, and they're all done. So I'm ready for this one. Okay, now to the goodies. I am so sorry I'm coughing, but it is unboxing time. So I just go along here where I'm not going to damage my product and get it started and get my nails under it. Just tear into it. Okay, and by the way, if you like, where are the instructions? You flip this over, and there's your instructions. But I just kind of look at the pretty picture and ignore the rest. Here are the instructions, and it's beautiful cards as we got a preview of. Oh, here's the sleeve. They said they would include for our stamp set, but I'm going to continue to make mine like usual. This will be great because it'll be a great image for me to put on that sleeve. So the coordinating colors for this kit are Berry Burst, Crushed Curry, Garden Green, Gorgeous Grape, Highland Heather, Lost Lagoon, and Pretty Peacock. So, and then they always do some alternatives that they make here, and sometimes those are a good jumping off point for me. Okay, the cough is getting worse. All right, now to the goodies. I'll put these back over. So we have a good sheet of Stampin' Dimensionals. It's a nice big sheet, and if you know me, I cut those in half to use. And then here's our envelopes. Now this part I like. They're white on the outside, but look at all the pretty purple Gorgeous Grape and Highland Heather. Kind of like a water wash look, and it does go all the way down. So this can be an opportunity for some alternatives using that as designer series paper. We have 4 of those. Oh, this one too. Yay, it goes all the way down. Is that showing? So we can cut up our envelopes and use those as alternatives. And we have 4 of those as well. Now these I'm going to put in my big envelope so they don't get messed up. Okay, and then we have card fronts, it looks like. This is what we got a preview of, and it has a nice little like bookmark in there. So that's cute. It has a little hole punch here for some ribbon. And it has the foiling. And look at the foiling. It's kind of has a purple hue to it. Okay, the cough is worse and worse. All right, and then we have the card bases. Okay, excuse me, I am back. I paused the video there for a second so I could go get a sip of water and hopefully get the rest of my coughs out for this video anyway. So here are our card bases. Now I do wish the pretty flowers was on both sides, but at least it's not white. It's much like the envelopes. So we may not have to cut open all of our envelopes. And we have 4 of those. Stick those in here. And then we have, let me go ahead and do these card bases. Now this is nice because this pattern goes all the way across, the same one. And that's the same as the envelopes. So we may not have to cut all of those off. Well, it's still here. Okay, and then these labels. I'm going to pause one. Okay, and then we have these lovely labels, and they also have the foiling on them that's kind of a purple tint. I don't know if that shows, but those are beautiful. Okay, then we have some free die cut little pieces here in that purple. I'll punch one out so you can see. Now the smaller items I do like to store in my smaller envelopes. So I'm going to pull those out. And then we have some labels. These have a nice little shape to them. That reminds me of a punch they recently retired. But anyway, that's a nice shape. And the others are rectangles and a little bitty rectangle, I guess, for the width. See, that's not going to fit in there. I'm going to put my punched out one in the little one and this one in the big one. Okay, and then we have our glue dots. Lost a word. We have some nice leaves. 1, 2, 3, 4 of these. Now, this part, just looking at it, reminds me of the Timeless Arrangement die cuts. It's a bundle in the annual catalog, and it has, when you cut out the leaves, it has a little banner thing here so you can attach it to the back of a label, so that's nice. By the way, there's a new one in the mini catalog that has fern greenery that'll stick up from the labels. So I think I'm going to be adding that to my collection sometime. So we have 4 sheets of those. That's the garden green, and that looks like the Lost Lagoon. So that's how those colors come in. I don't want that one to get messed up, so I'm going to put it in my little envelope. Okay, we have some beautiful pre-colored die-cut lavender here. Those are quite large compared to the stamp set. Oh, and that one's almost tore it. That one is on one of those little things too, so you can attach it. But they are quite large, and these are 99% compared to the stamp set. You can see mine is brand new. I haven't opened it yet. But we'll see how this works with the set, making alternatives. Anyway, several of those and some smaller ones. And then the Love, which is already laser cut for us. Okay, so that looks like all the goodies for the paper pumpkin. So again, if you are new to my channel and have yet to subscribe, I'd really appreciate your subscription. The link to how to subscribe to Paper Pumpkin through me as your demonstrator is in the description of this video, as well as I will have the host code. And there will also be a link to my blog where I generally post the pictures of my alternatives, but I do that after I make my alternative videos. So thank you so much for hopefully staying tuned even through my coughing. Hopefully all this will be over with soon. I've had it a week now and it's time to go away. So I am feeling better. It's just I don't sound that good, do I? So until my next video, Thanks for joining me. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.